Welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support and all of the new subscribers and those of you who have been faithful to me from the beginning. I've attempted about 4 times to make this video, and each time something else happens. And I don't typically edit videos, and I don't typically erase them unless they just go completely wackadoodle. And I've been trying to make a video for the sign of Sagittarius all afternoon, and something interrupts it every time. I'm feeling some kind of way. Honestly, I feel lonely. Like, not lonely, because I enjoy being by myself. And I have Otto, and I have Miss Mary, and I have friends. I really miss my family. I think it's that I really miss my family. Because since I began experiencing this awakening, it's been really hard on some of my relationships. And it's been quite heartbreaking, actually, because, people, when they go through an awakening, like the one that I've gone through, it's just as much a surprise to us as it is to anybody else, and we're the ones going through it, and so we're having to cope with the changes that we're going through. And, my entire life I was a people pleaser. And I always did everything by the book. And I lived my life as much as I could to please other people. Now, I had my bouts with substance abuse. And even during those times, wanting to be liked and accepted and loved and to feel a part of. I think those things were the motivating factors for the substance abuse. There were some major traumas also. I had some major deaths. My entire life has been one major trauma after the other, honestly. But I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it as like I'm a victim because I've had all this tragedy. When you're the one that's going through it, when you hear about it from somebody else, it's like, oh my gosh, how have you survived that? But when it's you going through it, you just survive it. You don't question it so much as you just have to get through it. Like my father was murdered when I was 10. Both of my grandparents on my father's side died before I was in kindergarten. And my grandmother was my primary caregiver so that my father and my mother could work. And she's the one that taught me how to play cards. And so her death hit me particularly hard. Losing both grandparents before I was in school was very hard. Then losing my father to murder at the age of 10 was, I can't even tell you how devastating that was. But losing him, he was murdered, he was gone. That was just something that he couldn't help. But then I also lost my mother, and not because she was gone, but because she was not available, because she had to become the breadwinner, and she began to work 16 hours a day, and then she was going to school at night so that she wouldn't have to work minimum wage for the rest of her life. And I respect her tremendously for her efforts and for her successes in life. But it left me alone a lot. And so I learned how to like being alone. But just because I liked being alone didn't mean I didn't want my mom to be a part of my life. And to this day, you know, I raised my sisters, and then one of my sisters was killed in an automobile accident when she was 15. And I had aunts and uncles along the way that I lost. I had close friends along the way that I lost. When my sister died, there was about, I think she was the 6th or 7th person at our high school to die. One right behind the other that year. I mean, I know everybody in our area remembers that year that we just lost. And they even changed the driving laws because of it, because they decided that it was because, you know, teenagers were starting to drive, and it's a rural area, so everywhere you go, you have to go quite a ways, and the roads are hazardous in some areas. Anyway, I've just had a lot of major traumatic losses in my life, and when you go through traumas like that, having the support of a loving family is priceless. But when you go through the awakening that I've been through, and back up to the point where I had the chemical dependency, which was, you know, because of the traumas, I had unprocessed traumas that had never been healed. And so my only coping mechanism was to drink and do drugs, which I was introduced to through my first husband, who was my first boyfriend, because I've never been one to have a lot of men. I tend to have the same man for years and years and years because I don't know, that's just who I've always been. And so when I separated last year, I've been separate from my ex since, I think I moved out in maybe July or August, right after 4th of July. And I've been alone ever since. You know, I haven't even been on a date since then. And so I don't know how that factors into your situation, Sagittarius, but I have a feeling that you might be going through something similar. And it's hard. It is really hard. And then if you have broken relationships in your family and your family support system is not all that strong, it just makes it even more difficult and sad. And it's not, like I say, it's not that I'm lonely. It's just that I'm tired of not having a companion, somebody, because I've always been married. I was married for 20 years, and then before that I was married for 7 to the other man, and before that I was, you know, teenager. And so I've always had somebody, that companionship, that person that, you know, is my everything. And to not have that now, it's just, there's a big void. And for the first time ever, I mean, I have wine once in a while, you guys know that, but the truth is I don't drink that much. Like, usually I don't even finish a glass of wine. I'll go to sleep with it still on the nightstand. And I don't do any other kind of drugs. I guess I live a pretty boring life other than my videos. The videos are really all I have. So when I say you're my family, that is what I mean. You're my family. You're my tribe. You're all I have. Besides Miss Mary, and she's amazing, and I appreciate her. And I'm trusting that one day when it's time, I will meet somebody that can put up with me again. And that'll be good to me. And I'm even making a list of what I would like, the characteristics that I would like to have in a person. But even more than that, I'm making a list of the characteristics that I would like to be for another person. Because I think we attract what we are. And I know sometimes I think I can be intimidating to men and probably to some women because of my boldness and my courage. But just because you see me here on camera doing this doesn't mean that there's not a side of me that's terrified at moments. So if you're going through a rough time and you're a Sagittarius because you've had a lot of losses and things are not where you would want them to be right now, just know that you're not alone. We're all going through this together, and I love you. Alright, angels, can you show me how you have our backs tonight, please? How do you have Sagittarius' back tonight? Spirit says there's hope for freedom. Maybe somebody needs freedom from something. In fact, I would say that you probably know somebody in your life that might be in jail or incarcerated or in a very hard situation that they can't. In fact, I guess I need freedom in a sense because I don't have anything either. I mean, nobody makes me stay here. I'm not locked in, but I can't really go anywhere. I can only leave for a couple hours a week because I have to stay here with Mary. But Spirit's saying there's hope for freedom. But right now, God forbid something were to happen to Mary, I would be shit out of luck. So I'm not exactly waiting for her to die, if you get what I'm saying. I love Miss Mary. And I'm not in her will. The only thing that I'm going to get out of this is a heartache. Alright, anything else, Holy Spirit? How else do you have Sagittarius' back tonight, Spirit? Thank you for allowing me to channel and help me to channel the message that you have for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius awakening came out, so maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening as well. Let's check the energy, shall we? These awakenings are the most wonderful thing ever. They disrupt our lives. They turn your entire life upside down because Spirit is making us ready for the work that Spirit has for us to do. And I'm trying to figure out what that is for me. I think that this is part of it. And I hope that there's more. I hope that there's much more. And that Spirit will show me what to do. And Spirit did tell me that somebody had lost an antique wedding ring or a ring of some type. And I could see the ring. It was a beautiful antique ring. And Spirit said to tell somebody that the ring is behind your nightstand in your bedroom. But if you look behind it, you're not going to see it. You have to look in between. The nightstand has like legs on the bottom that come in the shape of a L. And it's inside of that L at the back right hand corner. So I hope that that'll help you find your ring because it was a very beautiful antique ring that had been lost. I'm hearing the name Letitia. Okay. Alright, Spirit, how else do the angels have our backs? Thank you so very much. Fire. Fire. And guardian angel. Lord knows we need that, don't we, Spirit? Don't we, Sagittarius? We need our guardian angels now. Partnership too. Partnership too, Sagittarius. How about them apples? Alright, so hope, freedom, awakening, fire, guardian angel. Let's see what we have hope for. Let's leave them just like that. Spirit. Can you show me what we have hope for? Oh my goodness, Sagittarius, look. The Empress. The Empress came out. There's hope for the Empress. If you're a male Sagittarius, if you're an Emperor, Spirit's saying there's hope for an Empress. There's hope for an Empress. Clarify what this might look like. Hope for what? Hope for what for this Empress? What does this Empress have hope for? Love, the Sun, the Ten of Cups. Again, y'all. Oh, the Star. There's hope for this fighting. This Five of Swords. There's hope for this fighting. So, somebody must be fighting. This can also, to me, represent a spiritual battle. You're going through that spiritual warfare. You're fighting a spiritual battle, and there's hope for the spiritual battle. But somebody's fighting, and it's affecting their children. Somebody's fighting with their wife or their twin, and it's affecting your family. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. Clarify this fighting. What is this fighting all about? Somebody's been fighting about death. Sagittarius. Somebody's been fighting a transformation. Clarify this transformation. This could be a real, let's see if the Five of Cups comes out. What is this about? Clarify this Five. Why did I say Five of Cups? Clarify death. Wow. Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Eight of Swords. So, not only is somebody fighting, they're fighting leaving. Like, they're fighting and they're fed up. They're fed up. And it's a commitment you have with somebody that is an Eight of Swords. They might be incarcerated. See how it looks like they're incarcerated? This can also mean anxiety. You might be fighting anxiety. You might be fighting with your family. Somehow, that's also my twin flame card. That Eight of Swords. So, somebody's thinking about leaving a commitment because of anxiety, it looks like. And just because they're tired of feeling like they're locked up. They're thinking about leaving a commitment because they're tired of feeling like they're locked up. Alright, so we're up to freedom now, right? Can you clarify freedom? Freedom is clarified by a Page of Cups. So maybe one of your children is incarcerated. Or maybe one of your friends is incarcerated. Or maybe your twin flame, who is also your friend. You might have a child with this person. It could be a small child. Clarify the Page of Cups. There's another child. You might have two children with this person. Freedom is clarified by somebody working steadily and choosing between two paths. This child looks like they're locked up, and this one's choosing to work. You might have one child incarcerated and one child that's choosing to work. They might have a job in fast food, or they might have graduated from college, and now they're trying to decide. They might be going to college, and they're trying to decide what classes to take. Why is this other child needing freedom? Why are they needing freedom, Spirit? Can you show me why this other child or this other friend needs freedom? Why do they need freedom? It might be because of all this fighting that's been going on. They may have been in therapy, or they might have been just not talking to somebody in the family. Clarify why they need freedom. They might have stopped talking to you. It could be a sibling, brother or sister. They were partying too much. They might be in rehab. You might have a sibling or a child in rehab, or a friend in rehab or in prison because they were partying too much and they need freedom. And it looks like Spirit might be fixing to give them work release or a job. If they are on drugs, they might be addicted. They could have a chemical dependency, and they might be about to straighten up. Alright, Spirit. So, show me what's going to happen next with this person who's going to get freedom. Are you going to give them freedom? You going to give them a new beginning? You're going to give them a choice to have a relationship that's balanced. Sunflowers are here. A green dress with red hearts. There's a communication breakdown here. Somebody's not saying what's on their mind. They're not working. If this isn't working because somebody's somebody's quit talking to you. Somebody's quit talking to you. They've gotten mad and they've quit talking to you. And it looks like Spirit's fixing to help them to make a choice to balance this out and start talking to you. They may be locked up. If they're not locked up, then they just quit talking to you. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Why did they quit talking to this person? You might be going to the beach. You might have a jet ski. This could be same sex. Could also be children that aren't talking. It could be teenagers or young adults. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands. So, there was a lot of defensiveness. There's just been a lot of fighting in this family. A lot of fighting. So much so that somebody just finally said, I'm just not even going to talk to this person anymore. But what they did was they created a prison for themselves, or they're really in prison. Somebody's really in prison here for sure, or in rehab. Alright, so clarify the choice. What's the choice that they have to balance this out? Show me the choice they're going to have. How are they going to balance this? What choice? Oh, there's going to be a wheel, y'all. There's going to be a wheel. There's going to be a wheel that gives this person a choice. Clarify this wheel. This is karma, synchronicity. You might be seeing 9s everywhere. You might be seeing 6, 7, 8, 9. Clarify this wheel, please. There's a female here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that's going through a dark night of the soul. The Nine of Swords. This has just been a nightmare for this person. They're the one that has difficulty communicating. They have a hard time. They love you, but they have a hard time saying what they mean and how they feel. Clarify this Nine of Swords. Why is this this is a dark night of the soul? Okay. They had a tower. They had a tower with this younger man. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There was a younger man that did something to them. And they had a child that looks like they could have had 2 children. It could have been a teenage boy and a younger boy. Clarify what this person did. Clarify this tower. How in the world? Clarify what happened, please. They left you and got married. They left you for somebody else, and there may have been a child involved. Clarify who they left them for. They left you for public recognition. They left you because they felt like this other person made them look better. They felt that to be with you was not good enough. So they left you for somebody who made them look. It was all about appearances to them. And the wheel is, I don't understand. Well, how is that a wheel? Or maybe there was a wheel and that was the wheel. Okay. They left you for this commitment. But now they ended up with an air sign that's the devil. Clarify that devil, please. The air sign left them. They left you for somebody because they didn't think you were good enough. And then that person left them because they got their karma. They got their karma. So what's going to happen now, Spirit? There's going to be choices. Alright, let's go back, because we didn't finish, right? We did not finish. Let's go back. This is a long message, y'all. Now there's an awakening. Alright, so somebody left you. Can you clarify why Sagittarius got left? Clarify the Eight of Cups. It looks like you and a child of yours. It looks like you did have a child, and it looks like y'all moved to get somewhere calmer. Why did they need to be somewhere calmer? Or why do they need to be somewhere calmer? You manifested this because of your creativity. Or, hold on, why is the Ace of Wands here? Because somebody was trying to take your child. Who was trying to take their child? It looks like they either wanted to take you were going to move away and take the child with you. But then they got mad. They got mad and didn't want to pay you for this child, or help you raise this child, or help you take care of this child, unless you stayed with them. So, what happened next, Spirit? You didn't want to stay. You refused that love. You didn't want to stay with them. Why didn't Sagittarius want to stay? Because she was a high priestess. What did this high priestess know? That it was going to end because you were a player. And you didn't care about them before, and you don't care about them now. You just don't want to take care of this child that they're pregnant with, or that they have. Or these two children. Alright, so clarify awakening. Okay, what was this information that you were trying to get? You had some information you wanted to tell us, or tell somebody. There you are. Queen of Wands. What about this Queen of Wands wanting to give out this information? You had a message. Okay, basically you woke up and said, listen, I don't care about working on this anymore. This is done. There's nothing to work on anymore. And we can just, you know, do visitation for the child if you want. And what happened next? Damn. There was no child. They found out you were lying about the child, so they divorced you. They left you. Or they thought you were lying about the child. Was Sagittarius lying about the child? Was Sagittarius lying? Or this child you might have lost the child. This says 8 of Wands and Strength. You didn't make it. The pregnancy didn't make it. You did not make it full term with the pregnancy, but they thought you lied about the pregnancy. That's what it looks like to me. Anything else, Spirit? You think about it. You have memories about this. Something happened to this child. Maybe you just need freedom from these memories about this child. Clarify that to be true, Spirit. Y'all, look at that. The Queen and King of Pentacles came out together. You're a perfect match for each other. Perfect match. So what's the problem? There's going to be a wheel. Clarify the wheel. The next thing on the list is fire. Hope it's not a tower. Clarify the wheel. The Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Damn. Somebody got sick and died. Somebody got sick and died. That was the wheel. Somebody got sick and died or had a tragic accident. It could have been on a bicycle. Somebody could have got hit riding their bicycle. Clarify what happened here. Somebody died. And I think they might have got hit riding their bicycle. And they had big dreams. They had big dreams and big plans. They either got killed in a car accident or riding a bicycle. And you had it all until you lost this child. You had it all. In fact, when you had the pregnancy with this child, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. What happened back here? I'm confused. Somebody thought you lied about this pregnancy. Somebody thought that you lied about a pregnancy. And somebody in your family died. There was a tragedy, and it was somebody who had real big dreams and that had a lot of potential. I guess that was fire. Alright, what else, Spirit? I guess we're just talking about what's happened in your life. Is there anybody here that's crossed over that has a message? There's death. Yeah, you had a death. This person died. Maybe you thought they were going to make it. Maybe you thought that they weren't going to die, but yes, they died. Now you have a guardian angel because this person's crossed over. Clarify partnership, please. You're about to have a new beginning. And it's something that you're going to get recognized for. And you're going to speak out about things. Clarify what this might be about. You're going to have a partnership with somebody. Who's this partnership with? It might be with this Queen of Swords. You might be about to have a partnership with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the two of you are going to work together. It could be same sex or you could be friends. Anything else you want to say? Amanda? Chad? Damn. Another tower. There was another tower. This was somebody you were about to marry. You were about to be married to somebody and something happened. What happened to this person? This is the message from somebody who's crossed over. Clarify what happened to this person that they were about to marry. There was a water sign, a King of Cups. Whoa, a King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is a different situation. Somebody's loved one has a message for them. There's a water sign that you were halfway to marriage with, and there was a tower. Shelley, Donna, Hampton. Alright, what happened? What was this tower about? There was another man. There was another man. What about this other man? Oh, more wealthy man. This was somebody you loved. This is somebody wealthy. There was a tower. He had another man. The person you were about to marry had another man. And you didn't know. Or maybe they could be saying that somebody you're about to marry has another man and you don't know it. How will they know you're talking to them? This is same sex. Okay, you're an emperor. And they keep telling you how they want to work on this. They want to work on this. They want to work on this. What else? They're not being honest with you. There's also another woman. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so this is a woman that's with a water sign, halfway to marriage, like engaged to be married to this man. And she doesn't know it, or he doesn't know it. Maybe he doesn't know there's another man. Take it as it resonates. It could be an Aries. But this man wants to work on it. Why does he want to work on it? Why does he want to work on this relationship? Why does he want to work on this relationship? It looks like to me he has a son that's in jail. This is the one who has the person in jail. Oh, he needs both of these relationships because he needs the money, I guess. Clarify this. What is going on here? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, it looks like there was a tower. And the tower was that this man you were engaged to had another man. These are two different men. And this feels like a different man. So this feels like three different men. And here you are coming out by yourself. So I think you have one you were engaged to. And another one that's a secret. And this could be your dad telling you you need to work on your marriage. Because your brother's about to go to jail. That could be the case. This could be your dad telling you you need to work on your marriage because your brother's about to go to jail. What does that matter? Is one of these people going to keep brother out of jail? What did brother do? One of these men is brother's attorney. One of these men is, and this might not be brother, this might be another man. Wow, you got a lot going on. That's the partnership. That's the partnership. There's one man that you're with because you love him. But you have another man you're with because of the money. That's a secret. And then you got this one telling you you need to work on it because your brother is working on going to jail. I mean, if it's not your brother, it's somebody that's in your family. It might be your twin brother. Yeah, he looks like he's this man's brother. I mean, I think he's your brother from this man. Or it might be your son. It could be your son going to jail. And you're having an affair. Then your dad or somebody's telling you you need to work on your marriage. Somebody might be encouraging you to sleep with this other man because he's the attorney. I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, anything else you want to say? I mean, that's pretty specific. I can't imagine that that's everybody's situation. The World card came out. What about the World? Hopefully this is the end of this cycle. The Lovers. You got to make a choice, baby. You got way too many people here. If this isn't your situation, you might have a friend that's going through this. Clarify what decision they might make. 5 of Pentacles. You want to marry this person. You want to marry this person. Will they, Spirit? You're going on vacation instead. Who are they going on vacation with? You're going to take a vacation instead. Oh my goodness. You're going on vacation with an Empress and a King of Swords. Or that's you. And there might be a race difference here. You're going somewhere tropical too. He looks like he might work where you're going. Anything else you want to say? The Star and the 7 of Wands. You're like, back the heck up now. You might like to lay down on the yard and look at the stars. You know, if somebody likes to play chess. Somebody lives in a city where there's a lot of apartments, brownstones. Somebody works in construction. Somebody might be taking a bubble bath right now. Somebody likes to go to the gym. Somebody has a big tattoo on their thigh. Clarify the Star card, please. Somebody is manifesting a third party being hung for this nightmare. There's hope for his defense because they think somebody else was guilty. Will he get out of this? How is he going to get out of this? Oh. Because the person's dead. Your brother, or whoever this is the one that killed this person on the bicycle. Damn. This is so sad. I am so sorry. I don't know who's going through this, but Spirit, help them. You've been through a lot too. No wonder I told you my whole life story. Wow. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say anymore. Alright, Spirit, can you give them some encouragement? Let me find you some encouragement. What would you say to them out of this deck of cards right here, Spirit? Thank you so very much. Lorelei. Lorelei. It looks like a little fish. Look. Lorelei. Maybe you know somebody named Lorelei. Maybe you know a little girl that looks like that. Let's see what that's about. 31. Power, responsibility, fate, and grace. A mermaid sits on a rock and gazes toward the ocean. A small ship floats nearby, connected with her through a rope. She has the power to decide the destiny of the ship and the fate of the crew. With a flick of her wrist, she could toss the ship against the shore, or she could let it continue its journey. What will the mermaid decide to do? She has suffered great loss in her own life. Will she continue the cycle of pain, or will she allow healing and grace to calm the waters? I don't know who this is for, but somebody has to decide whether or not they're going to do the right thing, because somebody's being manipulative here to try and get somebody else out of trouble or something. I'm not quite sure I've completely captured it, but I've got enough of it that you understand. What would you say to them from this deck of cards, Spirit? A lot is what you would say. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul action. Ask yourself, what is it that my soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today's soul action. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. Do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself when you think about your dreams? What is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Today's soul action. It's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Today's soul action. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is. And if this video doesn't resonate with a lot of the Sagittarians that see it, then I'll do another one. Just please let me know in the comments section. Because it's entirely possible that it will. I mean, I don't know. A lot of it resonates with me, but some of it is a little different than my story, just because all of our stories are different. So maybe it resonates more. I'll have to re-listen to it because I don't know. Spirit, is there anything else you want to say to Sagittarius? Because I feel like I've done this reading no justice, as usual. Spirit, what would you say to Sagittarius today? Encouragement, please. Again, there's got to be a choice made. You have to make a choice about something. Can you clarify what this choice is? It has to do with this commitment, this person you were engaged to, and who else? Or what else? A new start. And a secret. And this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, that's a secret. There's a King of Pentacles that's a secret. There's the Empress in the new beginning. You're going on vacation with somebody else. Who is it that's going to prison, Spirit? They're not sure yet because there's two different people to choose from. Maybe there was two people in the car that hit that person. Clarify what you're saying. Somebody left. So maybe there was 2 people in the vehicle that ran over that person and killed them. And one of them left the scene of the accident. And it might have been this emperor. It might have been a father and son. I don't know. Only you know. Somebody knows though. Somebody knows exactly what's going on here. Somebody might have covered up a crime scene to keep their child from going to prison. Alright. Sacred Destiny. What would you say to this person? Truth, purification, relaxation, and gateway. So, somebody knows the truth, and that truth is what is going to cause somebody that's either innocent or not innocent to possibly go to prison, because if they ran over somebody, maybe on a bicycle or maybe walking, and killed them. And now somebody knows the truth. And they are not going to tell the truth. Instead, they think they should go on vacation. So let's read truth. I've had a really hard time getting this reading out, but I know it's going to resonate with somebody. Song of the Wind. Wind is in the realm of the air elements, one of the 4 elements of life: air, water, fire, and earth. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe, as well as in the breezes and zephyrs. It also represents our communication skills. When we speak, it is the air that passes through our mouth that allows us to speak and communicate. Wind is also prana, the source of life. As you communicate your truth to yourself and others, you'll find new energy and vitality emerging within your life. The sacred landscape wants you to know: be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be real. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe. Alrighty then. One more thing and then we'll close with trinkets. And I am so sorry for whoever died. But somebody got hit by a car and was killed, it looks like. Alright. What would you say out of this deck of cards? That's a lot, Spirit. Can I get one at a time so the reader can read the cards, please? Thank you so very much. Unleash your inner power by doing the things you enjoy. Start with little moments. They will give you more strength for next time. The more you nurture your needs, the more powerful you become. You are special, the most special you this world is ever going to see. Follow your bliss, walk your own path, and let your special talents shine brighter for everyone to see. Alright, anything else you want to say, Holy Spirit, before I close this message? Anything else at all? Okay. Thank you, please, Holy Spirit. I have an infinity sign. I have have a tree of life. I have a dragonfly. I have an Eiffel Tower. I have a bee. Maybe you're a cop. I have Jesus. I have a cross. I have a child wearing a baseball cap. I have a deer. I have a gasket. I have a razor blade. I have a shell with a starfish. Maybe your name is Shell. I have an eye for intuition. I have a horseshoe, or it looks like it could be a magnet. I have an Eiffel Tower or a tower. Maybe you live in a tower. I have a butterfly. I have a four-leaf clover. Two palm trees connected. I have a horse. I have an angel, precious moments angel. I have a four-leaf clover in Spanish. I have a sun that says, made with a smile. I have the word love. I have a wild horse. I have an elephant, and I have an angel wing. Trinkets from this other bowl, please, Holy Spirit. I have an octopus. I have a tower. I have I choose strength. I have I will. I have you are always in my heart. I have a cactus, a dollar sign, cherries, never, never give up. I have a Star of David. Hi, David. And I have a tag that says love. Let me get some rocks. Rocks, please, Spirit, please. I have hope, accept, dream, laugh, health, faith, and inspire. All right, that's your reading, Sagittarius. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much to those of you who already have. If you enjoyed the video in any way, please like the video, and if it didn't resonate with you, just like leave me a smiley face or something in the comments so I'll know, and I'll redo your video. But for some reason, this was a very specific message for someone who needed it. Alright, I love you guys, and I will be back with another reading first thing in the morning. Bye-bye. And the private reading, I'm going to get it done first thing. Bye.